Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Praise be to Allah and prayers and peace be upon to the messengers of Allah and His family, companions, and those who follow His footsteps, and made the Islamic creed the basis for His thought, His Sharia rulings, His criteria for action, and His source of law. Muslim everywhere, and all the viewers of Kasepuhan TV, nice to see you again in this program with me, Mr. Sam, as the host, and Mr. Toto as the speaker. He's from Official Media Labor Crisis Forum. Today, our topic is very interesting, sir. Today, we're going to talk about democracy.
Interesting.
Yes, we know that in our country, there are so many problems we have now, especially about democracy. For example, general election, and then COVID-19, omnibus law, economic recession, and the current situation is the very hot issue is about extrajudicial killing for 6 activists from FBI. So, in your point of view, what can you say about this?
Yeah, this is a true interest that the people have to really understand about the democracy. We know from those all of the problems that you mentioned about them. This because of a democracy. This is not something else. This is not about religion, but this is true about the democracy because the people today believe that democracy is true, but this democracy is really bad systems that we have to change. They make those accidents in this country get a lot of problems, corruptions, extrajudicial killings, then what else? Debt trap for this country, then loss of management for natural resources. So all of those because we run democracy. We never think to choose another way. Because, today our people, our governments get locked-minded for democracy. That make the people cannot see another options. That we see that the options get the best in the past and for the futures. Who knows? That's our jobs today. As a young generations have to think to find the best solutions. We have to remove all the systems that lock our mind. That is democracy. We have to change because this is not the feed today. I believe we have to find the best way for our system because we love our country, right? So we have to find another way. We cannot stay for longer with the democracy.
Okay, sir, just now you mentioned that all the problems are caused by the system itself, democracy. And you say that we have to find out the real way to resolve all the problems. So, according to you, so what is the best solution to change this condition to be better, to be best conditioned, according to your opinion?
Oh yeah. As a true Muslims, we have to think over to find the best solutions and also the best solutions for our country. Because the Muslims get the responsibility to think on the right way. When we just follow the games that are created by the human beings, we believe that we only get the wrong way. That is why we have to think faster, think harder, then we find the best way. How to find the best way for the Muslims? For the Islam, get a guidance. For the Islams, when we want to find the best way, we have to come back to the best rule because this is a rule from God. That's our Quran. That's why we have to come back to Al Quran. But how to implement it? We have to see and understand Al Hadith. We have to see the Al Hadith, how to guide us, and also how to run this country. We believe that we get the best example from our Prophet to run the Muslims. We call it in the past that is what? So in Sahabat era we call it the Khilafah. How Sahabat run the country, control the political way, control the economical way. So Muslim has the rule. That's why we have to come back to our Quran and our Hadith. Then we will find the right way how to run the politics, economy, to manage the country with the true and the best way. Not such that today the democracy cause bad effect, cause war. Even they always judge this is not from them, but this is the true the war because of a democracy. You know what? How bad the democracy is today? When we see around us, when what? Such Pilkada and so on,
Okay.
We and our neighbor sometimes when we have a different
Choice.
candidate, different choice, then we bring our brotherhood.
Okay.
We get the conflict, horizontal conflict. This because of our democracy. So, who say when democracy is right, that must think and have to find, the best, the way to things. I think it's about the wrong-minded.
Okay. So you could say that democracy is the main problems, and we have to change it if we want to get the better solution in our life. That is from our religion, Islam system or Islamic system that called Caliphate. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Because this is not what we dream in the past. No, but this is the fact that we can learn from the past, and we can, take the best examples from the Islamic system, whether we call it the Khilafah. Why don't we try to think and understand this way as the transformational solutions? But when our mind get locked because we still believe about democracy, we never think smart.
Okay, maybe this is the last questions. Many scholars says that don't go back to the past. It means that Caliphate system or Islamic system is old system. So we have to go forward. So what do you think about this?
That's so true. For the Muslims, we educate to things, we call it what? Things about Gaib. That sometimes they don't understand about the Gaib. Gaib is something because we think about something hidden by everything, or because of the past, or for the future. That about the Gaib. When we never learn from the past, we never know about ourselves. Because we are happen today because what? That happened in the past. And what will be for the future? Because we do today, and today will be the past. That's why we have to learn what happened for the best in the past, that we can take for today and for the future. But for the people who say that, don't think about the past, this is the bigger questions. I believe that those people, even they are scholar, they don't have the level of thinking for gaib. And because they only have a 3 level of the thinkings, because they only have what they can see on what they have today. So this is with mess-up. But when we get the right guidance from the past, then we will shift today and we get the right way for the future. That's why we have to learn from the past what happened for the best, for the human being, for the universe, and we can implement today and for the future. But we have to learn. But for the people who cannot think the best for the past, such today, democracy is all system. When they run democracy today, it means that they run all the systems. And this is the world system. You know what? There are many extrajudicial killings, wars happens, economic crisis. This is about the democracy.
All right, that's very interesting, and it has a very, very clear explanation about our problems today and the solution we have to take. Okay, thank you very much for your nice explanation, and seluruh and all the viewers of Kasepuhan TV, this is very interesting topic we have seen together, right? And the last but not least, I commence with the name of Allah so that it joins to Kasepuhan TV, and it's nice to see you, and see you for the next session. And the last I would say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.